Bonjour and welcome to the Rainy Corner. My name is Donnabravo and today we will be talking about the different types of editors. So first off, what is an editor? An editor is someone who edits, who checks over your work depending on what you're working on and helps you make it suck less. Are there different types of editors? Yes, there are. There are different types of edits for different things. If you didn't know that, thank yourself for clicking on this video. Some types of edits are developmental editing, copy editing, line editing, proofreading, and many more. So let's go right into discussing the different types of editing. So number 1, developmental editing. I'd personally recommend the developmental edit to be the first kind of edit you use. The developmental edit is looking at the bigger picture, taking a step back and looking at the story as a whole to fix large-scale issues within the manuscript. The developmental editor will look for anything like plot holes, lack of organization, flaws in structure, and they'll look to keep the timeline of your story so there aren't any inconsistencies within the story and a bunch of other huge things that may bug and confuse the reader. Developmental editors are here to help you make your story better and create a stronger plot. It's very important because it can make you better your story, and who doesn't want to make their story better? Just saying. Number 2. Copy editing. Copy editors will make sure your book follows the rules. The writing rules. Spelling, grammar, punctuation, and all of those things that us writerly folk don't completely understand. Grammar is hard. Copy editors also focus on things like correct word usage, inconsistencies, and many other things. A lot of people don't see this kind of edit as very important. That is because they actually know stuff about punctuation and grammar. And that's good for them. But even if you do know stuff about punctuation, it can be useful to make sure you're being consistent within your punctuation. Besides, having someone who isn't the creator of the work look at it is never a bad idea. Numero 3. Line editing. A line edit is looking at the sentences of your story. They're here to make sure the sentence structure and flow are good and not an utter nuisance to the reader. These editors will look for mistakes in sentence structure, writing style, sentence flow, and word usage. These editors will also let you know if the dialogue seems unnatural, which is a good idea because you want to make your characters believable, don't you? Their speech is a good way to start off. They will also let you know if you're being repetitive with the words you are deciding to use and if your descriptions are making me see what I'm supposed to be seeing. This edit is also important because it will help you improve and polish your writing. It will also make sure that your story is being told with as much fluency and naturalness as possible. Number 4, proofreading. Proofread should always be the last kind of edit you use. I cannot stress that enough. They look over and check for minor issues, such as spelling mistakes and so forth. So they will not tell you if you have terrible pacing, if you have inconsistencies, or if your timeline is all over the place, or if you have huge plot holes. They will not let you know. They may mention it if they're nice enough, but that's not really what they're looking for. There are different types of proofreading, so make sure to be very specific with the editor you're planning on hiring. As I stated before, the proofread should be your last edit after everything else is done. But this should be before the formatting and all you have to do to finish creating the actual book. Once you've finished polishing your story to the maximum, the proofread will help you polish your writing to the maximum. So don't be dumb and get the proofread before the other edits. Be smart and wait until you're done with everything else. You don't have to hire a million different editors. Take care of your wallet. When looking for the perfect editor for you, look to see if they maybe have different packages they offer with different kinds of edits within the package. It is something very common many editors offer. It is also very common to hire multiple editors for the different kinds of edits. Also keep in mind when looking for the perfect editor, most editors offer a sample edit. Take up that offer. Get a glimpse of what it feels like to work with that editor. During the sample edit, the editor may also get a feel of what most needs work within your writing. Sometimes one editor isn't enough. It happens. And you feel as though you maybe need a second opinion. That's completely fine. One last thing to know when looking for the perfect editor for you is to check how much they're going to charge you. Some editors charge you per hour, some charge you per word. Some give you a project-based fee. This means that they don't necessarily charge the same price for each book they work on. Some need to get a glimpse of your work before giving you an exact amount. The most common way I've seen editors charge from my research is 1 to 3 cents per word. I would recommend an editor, but I'm in the middle of the beta reading process, and I am in the process of looking for an editor myself, so I can't recommend random people I haven't worked with yet. Regardless, I hope this video has helped a lot of you gain a better understanding of the different kinds of edits, and I'll say it again, Black Lives Matter, because we're all human. We're all born, we all eat, we all breathe, and we're all gonna die someday. We might want to learn to get along with one another while we're alive. I also want to give another congratulations to the graduating class of 2020, which includes one of my younger cousins who graduated from pre-K, and my other 3 cousins whom all appear on my Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook, so you can go check that out. If not, they appear right here. Leo, OC, and Neri. I was there on Friday to wish them a congratulations, and I felt as though I were the one graduating. I was jumping around, and I was more excited than any of them who were actually graduating. Anyways, I hope the class of 2020 had a good graduation. Maybe it wasn't the ideal graduation or the graduation you guys were expecting, but a graduation nonetheless. Anyways, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, a wonderful night, a wonderful week, and go check out any of my other videos. If you guys have any questions or any topics you would want me to make videos about in the future, put that in the comments below, or send me a message on one of my social medias, which will be down in the description. I have Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook, as I have already mentioned. I still do not have an author website, but I am still working on that, and I will get that out soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see all of you next Monday with another video on the Rainy Corner. Bye!